Welcome to the new Banksy Exhibition, just down the road from Seven Dials, and this is unauthorised, but it's a private collection. We're going to share some of the great art, and keep watching because there's a great photo opportunity at the end. Are you ready? Stick with us. Here we go. Welcome to the fabulous Banksy Exhibition. Now this exhibition is here at least until October, and then you have to keep searching for the dates after, but it's got some of his great artworks. In this video, we're going to give you a taste. So the artworks have all been collected from private owners who have pulled these together to bring this exhibition. So it's unauthorised by Banksy himself. So you never know, because I must admit, I kept looking around wondering if the guy was going to turn up at some point, whoever he is. As you can see at the start of the exhibition, there's a timeline which goes through some of his famous works and also tells you about them as well. Some of his artworks are absolutely incredible, and I love this one, which is Peckham Rock. To think that it was there for 3 days before someone realised something wasn't quite right is quite some stunt. There's something quite humorous about the fact that he's taken some of the old masters and done a replica on them. I love the Monet with the shopping trolleys. And then to think that he actually did this exhibition, and when he did the exhibition it was accompanied by 200 live rats with the audience. Oh! There's a fabulous selection of some of his work, and this of course has to be one of the most famous ones, the shredding of his girl with the balloon. A couple of tips for you if you're coming here. You can book tickets in advance and you can get them online, and you can also purchase tickets on the door. Also, when you're getting your tickets, do get a program because it tells you about some of the art as well. One of the things I would also really recommend is to get the audio guide, and that is a handheld device which you can hold to your ear, and when you go past some of the paintings they have numbers by the side of them with a rat. You put that into the handheld device and it will tell you more about that particular painting and also that time in Banksy's art career. Some of the artwork is quite obvious when you look at it, but there's one or two where actually you have to look closely, just like this one. I didn't realise what it said until I looked really closely. If you're thinking of visiting, you can find the opening hours online when you're booking your tickets. But one thing would recommend is that it's quite busy first thing in the morning and also late in the afternoon as well. So the staff I was talking to recommend, if you want to get a good sight, get close to the paintings, just close to the art, just as I have here, then it's always best to come around lunchtime. They seem to find there's a lull then. There you go, a London visited top tip for visiting. I must admit, I do love the selection that they have here, and here are some of the rats as well, of course, made famous by Banksy. It was recently that Banksy did some rats and put them on some London Underground trains. Someone actually took them off thinking it was just normal pure graffiti, and the TfL realised what happened, got in touch with Banksy and asked him to come back and do it again. Of course, he refused. I love the mix of the fact that you can look at some of the artwork, but also some of the quotes and some of the stories behind it as well. You can really take your time at this exhibition, and I took about an hour to get round. Once again, there weren't many people there at the time, so I got the timing just right. So I would suggest you do the same as well. Here, they've got some of the originally printed £10 notes, and yes, if you look closely, that is Princess Diana on them. Now, these were given out as a festival and actually used as legal tender at the festival. And I love this as a photo opportunity. So on the wall here, you've got lots and lots of different parts from some of Banksy's work, and you can come and have your photo taken with them. The great thing about London, there's always an exhibition or two to come and see, and this one is a great one to come and visit. So I hope you get your chance to get down here to the Banksy Museum, and I hope you enjoyed our coverage and showing you some of the artwork. There's loads that we haven't shown you, so when you come down, they'll be still full of surprises. I'll put a playlist in the top right hand corner of some secret things you can do in London, so click on there. See you there.